Ladies and gentlemen, I know after the H2M fiasco, I said I wasn't going to do this, but in today's video, we're going to talk about whether or not Black Ops 6 is actually worth purchasing. Like, after all of the H2M fiasco, I said I wasn't going to cover Black Ops 6, like, at all, but, you know... So there's only a few things that I'm actually like genuinely concerned about when it comes to Black Ops 6. And one of the things that I'm actually concerned about is the game going to feel different? So as I've been watching a lot of Call of Duty Next footage and live streams, I'm noticing that the game just really doesn't feel new to me. Like, sure, Omni movement's new and all of that good stuff, but to me, the game feels like a combination of Cold War and MW3, which I thought wasn't going to be the case this year. You know, like seeing all of the footage from trailers and stuff. And yes, I know, oh my God, and like, yes, I know trailers are different than the actual game, but the way that they like made the color palette and just like the different like skins and all of that, it just looked different in the trailers than it did, you know, some of the footage I was watching from some of the guys that got invited out to COD Next. So feeling is one of the things that I'm definitely worried about when it comes to the game. So the other thing that I'm a little upset about when it comes to Black Ops 3 is I'm a little upset with the art direction that they took. Now listen, art direction, I don't mean like graphically, because that shouldn't really matter all that much. But I'm talking about like the immersive... Hold up, chat. Okay. But what I'm talking about when I say art direction, I'm talking about like HUD layout, all that good stuff. So I was looking at some of the zombies footage and they literally just copy and pasted the same HUD from multiplayer into zombies. You know, back in the day in Black Ops 3, we had HUDs like these, or these, or these. And it really made you feel immersed into the game. Whether or not you only play multiplayer or you only play zombies, like zombies is a big deal and it's fun. Just zombies is something to get immersed into. And when you can't really do that because you're literally just playing multiplayer but against, you know, bots that don't have guns, when the HUD looks the same, it really makes it feel like that. So I'm not really too happy about the art direction that they chose with that. I don't know why my audio is lagging. So I don't know. Let's talk about the good for Black Ops 6. Some things, so those are really only the two things I can, you know, talk about right now because I haven't played the game yet. And I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. Like, it's kind of hard. This game is really tough to make a decision on right now. And it's extremely hard to play while I'm talking at the same time. But like when Modern Warfare 2 came out, I'm sure we were all thinking the same thing. Like, oh my God, Call of Duty's finally going to focus on things that make it Call of Duty. And then when the game came out, the immersiveness sucked and the whole game was just garbage. So it's kind of hard to tell at this point of the development cycle. And when you're already doing beta testing with creators, other people really don't have an idea of what the game actually is, because when MW2 came out, a lot of them were hyping the game up like it was Call of Duty's back. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And then when the game came out, we all hated it and it was garbage, and they continued to lie about how good the game was. Take what they say with an absolute grain of salt, because we can't trust them at this point. If the game is garbage and one creator doesn't like it, bro, then say it is garbage. It's all we want to hear. We want to hear the truth. And that way, when the game does come out, we can tell Activision our truths and then they can make the changes that we want. But if the core design of the game sucks, then we're just chalked. But hopefully, from what I've been seeing, the actual core game of Black Ops 6 does not look that bad as of now. And I'm really hoping that they change just a few things like art direction and zombies and, you know, just overall color palette. Like, they can make things just a little bit more buddy. Why? And when it comes to the camos, I am pretty happy about Mastery camos so far. I am so happy that they finally added Warzone camos. It is something else to grind for. Modern Warfare 3 and Sledgehammer did a great job with their camos. The camo grind was actually enjoyable, but like I said, I definitely think Treyarch could have chose a different direction when it comes to art with their camos. So now, am I going to be playing the beta? Yes, obviously. Am I gonna post the beta? I don't know. I'm still a little triggered about H2M. I don't know. I feel like the 4-year development cycle was a little bit, was it 4 years or 6 years? But I feel like that was hyped up a bit too much. Like, when we all said that, we were expecting way too much from Treyarch. Like, I'm honestly starting to doubt these developers just a little bit. I expected way more of a different story than what we're getting at COD Next. You know, I'm not there, I'm not playing the game, so I don't know, but I also can't trust the creators that they invited out. When Black Ops 3 came out, that game was so different than anything we've ever expected. Treyarch absolutely cooked. Now, with Black Ops 6, what I'm seeing is kind of the same thing like they were doing with MW3. You know, they were hyping it up like, oh my God, it's this big new thing, when it's really not. Like, it feels the same, bro. Like, MW3 and MW2 are extremely similar. Now, Sledgehammer has done a great job trying to differentiate the two. Now, with Black Ops 6, they're saying, like, round-based zombies is coming back. Like, you literally just had round-based zombies in your last game. So I don't know how that's a new thing, but okay. And that now they're doing the same thing with like, oh my god, we added bloodthirsty medals back and all of these cool medals that haven't been in Call of Duty forever. We added them, they're back. You have bloodthirsty medals in MW3, bro. What do you mean? Like, what is new about this game? I struggle to understand. I don't get it. I don't know what is new other than classic prestige and omni movement. What is new? I don't like, there's nothing like really returning that is long gone and forever. You know, you really want to return something that's been long gone forever. Introduce no skill-based matchmaking. That's something that hasn't been returned forever. That's something they're never going to implement, which means every single Call of Duty from here on out is going to feel somewhat similar unless they get rid of that. That's my biggest issue. I'm getting skill-based matchmaking, bro. Get rid of skill-based matchmaking or your fucking game is going to feel the same. That's the video.